talking about fire history for Mount Nelson, we need to talk about fire history for the broader region. The area in Hobart's hinterland has been subject to a sequence of fires spread every 30 to 50 years for the last 150 years, from the 1850s, then during the centenary drought 1897-98, then 1934, and then again in 1967 when the Black Tuesday disaster occurred. And basically the area that's the vegetated hinterland behind Hobart burnt in each one of these events. Not all of it each time, but enough of it. Looking at Mount Nelson in particular, the area was not completely burnt in 1967. Some of it had been part of fuel reduction burning in late 1966, and so the fire went past, driven by the strong northwesterlies on the day, and kept going and into Kingston, where there were significant losses in that fire. In the more recent past, the major fires, I suppose, really are the fires that started in Ridgeway in 1998 and went down to Kingston and then out to Taroona. But this was only one of a sequence. In 1995, a fire burnt out the University Reserve, which again 3 years later burnt in 98, and then in 2006 the poor Uni Reserve got burnt yet again. The Fort Porter Hill, or Fort Nelson as some people call it, it burnt in 1978, and a house was burnt there, and again in 1998. So we have layered fires in the area. Looking at the 1998 fire in close-up, late in the afternoon, around 3 o'clock, the fire was reported at Ridgeway, and by around 6 o'clock there were reports of fires on the outskirts of Kingston to the south, so that distance was only traversed in a matter of 3 hours. Overnight, the fire, the wind direction changed on the fire ground, and it went firstly to the west and then around to the southwest, and that pushed the fire back towards Mount Nelson and to the upper section of Taroona. There were about 7 houses lost in this particular fire, and it was a pretty near thing that there weren't major losses on the outskirts of Mount Nelson itself. You'll also notice that there was a spot fire into Lambert Gully, which took quite a few days to round up, and that went straight over the top of the houses that were in the Mount Nelson area.